بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. Apologies for the lateness. But inshallah I've got around 12, 13, 14 minutes, so inshallah I'll try to give a talk. So every single time around this time, half an hour before Salah, the Maghrib time, we have a talk regarding the signs of the Day of Judgment. So these are the signs of the Day of Judgment. Is talking about regarding minor signs and the major signs that we have. And I've gone through quite a few of the minor signs, all of the minor signs, and we realized that the minor signs of the Day of Judgment have practically all happened. So every single one of them is we're witnessing right now. And then we have the major signs of the Day of Judgment, and we said that the last minor sign or the first major sign is the coming of Mahdi, and I've talked about regarding all the different aspects of the Mahdi coming inside. And then we talked about regarding Dajjal coming and the coming of Dajjal. So the coming of Dajjal, we have Mahdi, and in between all of that you have war after war. We call it the Malhamatul Kubra, we call it the Great War, and we have a series of other wars which is going to lead into a time of obviously lots of fitna and fasad and lots of trials and tribulations. So we have all of these different things that are happening, especially at the end of times. So the world is going towards those times very quickly. It's hurtling down towards those times where Muslims are going to be fighting Muslims. And whether it's not just going to happen in the Middle East, but rather it will probably most likely happen around the whole world. We find battles against the forces of good versus the forces of evil. And it will end off with Dajjal and Isa alayhi salam, and Isa alayhi salam killing Dajjal. Once that the aspect is over, then you'll find that as soon as this happens, the Yajuj and the Majuj will come out. So the Yajuj and the Majuj are such where we've talked about possibly close to about 10 to 12 hadith just on Yajuj and Majuj. Yajuj and Majuj regarding how they will come out, how they will be in a certain area, and how they are locked up. We've talked about all the different Quranic ayats regarding Yajuj and Majuj, the hadith which is to do with regarding how many of them are there. For every 999, so every 1,000 of you, 999 will be the Yajuj and the Majuj. So the ratio is huge. So how many of them are there? Obviously 6 billion now, and then you can times that by 1,000 for how much Yajuj and Majuj will be. And so I'm going to go into more details regarding the Yajuj and Majuj today, and then we'll continue on with the more other aspects of the signs of the Day of Judgment in the coming few days, inshallah. So I mentioned regarding how if they were to walk past the Lake Tiberias, and if the first part of the Yajuj and Majuj was to walk past this lake, they start drinking from it, and as the whole army of Yajuj Majuj go, the last portion of this army, they'll say there used to be water here. So they used to drink a lot of water, but there's so much of them, there's so much of them that they'll be completely killing everyone wherever they see. So it's going to be quite a tough time at that time. And he mentions here regarding that the Muslims will be the usage of weapons and armor of the Yajuj and Majuj will be so much that from years on after them they'll still be using their armor and so forth. In Muslim, Imam Ahmad mentioned this hadith that he says that the beasts after this, the beasts meaning the animals, will grow fat and feast themselves for many years from Yajuj and Majuj, meaning so much corpses that they will fertilize the whole earth, and so much will come out that they'll eat and they'll eat and they'll eat. And there will be a time of great opulence in times of food, which will happen after Yajuj and Majuj. And then one pomegranate will feed an entire tribe. So one pomegranate will feed that's the times that will come after Yajuj and Majuj. One leg of lamb will be enough for a whole large group. So small little leg of lamb, it'll be so big that everyone will eat from it. This is the opulence, and this is how much Allah will open up the earth for the people at that time. Ibn Majah mentions another hadith, and he mentions here, when you see Yajuj and Majuj, expect the Qiyamah just like the pregnant lady at the end of labor. She's just waiting for her time to come.
Sorry. About someone parked with a tennis park, he broke the gate. LLV09 BMW. LLV09, please move your car so we can open the car park.
So this is the hadith of Ibn Majah. Yajuj and Majuj were such where, first of all, what does Yajuj and Majuj mean? Where did that come from? Is it Arabic? Is it not Arabic? Because ajja yu'ijju means regarding to kindle fire. So is it from there? Or is it something which is a bit older and is coming from a biblical term, which we say Gog and Magog, which is mentioned in the Old and the New Testament. And he mentioned also in the commentary of the Jewish books of the Torah, the Midrash, he mentions here that a minor Masih will come, then a big Masih will come. He will defeat the Bani Israel's enemy, Gog and Magog, and then the real Masih will come after that, and this is what they mention. But Yajuj and Majuj, whether it's Arabic or not, we don't know. Most likely, if it is, then it is from Ajja Yu'iju, but if it's not, then it's a biblical term. Ibn Kathir mentions here that are Yajuj and Majuj human? Or are they animals, or what are they? Human, yeah? So Ibn Kathir mentioned this hadith that they're from Bani Adam. This hadith is mentioned in Ibn Kathir that they're from Bani Adam, meaning they are from the son of Adam. And then he mentions regarding, in the same hadith, regarding that from Yafith, son of Nuh alayhi salam, Yafith, they're also from that progeny, the sons of Nuh alayhi salam. So you had, example, Nuh alayhi salam was, at that time, was such where everyone was flooded, so only the people in the boat was left on the earth. And once this happened, then obviously they had the 4 sons of Nuh alayhi salam. So Allah Alam, but he mentions here that Sam, Ham and Yafith, and they've broken up the world amongst these progenies. Some of them are the Arabs and the Persians, the Romans come from one brother, and the other brother is regarding the Egyptians, the Sudanese, the Africans, and the other one is Turks and Yajuj and Majuj. This is possible, Allah Alam, Allah knows best. This is mentioned, another hadith in Bukhari mentions this, that 999 people are the children of Adam, hence Yajuj and Majuj is humans. The hadith I mentioned, that every 1,999 will be going towards Jahannam. But obviously 999 are from Bani Adam, they're from the also humans. And then some of them, I'll mention some ajib kind of interpretations as well. It mentions here that are they different creatures? So this is other interpretation which has been given. Some have mentioned that it is undiscovered place around the world where they are sitting or where they are staying. Where are they? Are they behind a wall? Where is this wall? And then people are saying it's this and it's that and so forth. Are they there? Are they not there? Are they still living in this world? These are questions which we don't really know the answers to. But in the hadith he mentions there that behind the wall, and there's no information after this. Is it from the ilm al-ghayb? Possibly, might be. But there are other interpretations which have been given, which is quite fascinating as well. A modern interpretation, I'll mention something which is quite modern, and they mentioned that it is not actually Yajuj and Majuj is a concept, Dajjal is a concept, it's a system. It's just a system, just like you have the New World Order and the Eye, and you have this and all of that stuff. And there's no real Dajjal, it's only his system. Yajuj Majuj, yeah, it's just a system. So obviously that doesn't really make sense, because we've got a hadith showing that there is an actual Dajjal and there's actually Yajuj and Majuj. Some have mentioned that the Great Wall of China is that wall that he built, Zulqarnain built, and the Chinese are Yajuj and Majuj. And obviously that doesn't make sense either, because a Chinese person built that wall, not Zulqarnain. And that was to keep the people inside safe, not the people from outside. So, and it's not impenetrable. You can jump over and you can walk over the Great Wall of China. So they are from the ilm al-ghayb. That makes sense. Are they the jinn? Doesn't make sense if they're from jinn, because we said they're from Bani Adam. Or are they not alive? Meaning they died behind that wall, and there's going to be a new Yajuj and Majuj to come in the future. Again, this is Allah Alam, Allah knows best. And some have mentioned, and this is a very far-fetched one, some have mentioned here that the Yajuj and Majuj will be killed when it comes to the time. How will they be killed? They'll be attacked inside of the neck. Some said, yeah, these are like zombies. And these are just, it's just people's different lenses they put on, and they try to interpret the different things. Allah knows best. Literally, metaphorically, interpretations are there. We don't actually know. We know is that they are from Bani Adam, and that is one hadith has mentioned this. Anything else we don't really know. It's kind of cryptic. It's kind of, we don't really know regarding these things. So this is what will happen after the Yajuj and Majuj have died. Allah will send a disease. It will attack their necks. Will one die? All of them will die. Once all of them are dead, then those Isa alayhi salam, the followers will come out. And once they come out, then they will see that all these dead bodies there. How will it happen? The rain will come and it will wash away a lot of these dead bodies. And then the birds will come and pick up these dead bodies and put them somewhere else out of the way. So what will happen after this is the era of peace. What will happen after the Yajuj and Majuj this is the last fitna, this is the last test, this is the last trial that will happen on this dunya. After this, there's no more trials. The biggest one was obviously the Mahdi coming, the Dajjal coming, and the Yajuj and Majuj. After this, there's complete peace. Now that's the part. But there'll only be complete peace after there's a Dajjal coming, and after there's a Yajuj and Majuj. Generally in life, I'll finish on this. Generally in life, you will always find that you have to go through some sort of difficulty to come out to some sort of goodness afterwards. Example, in the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Medina was the hub. Medina was the city where Islam spread. But he had to go through a Makkah, the torturous Makkah, the abusive Makkah. He had to go through a lot of difficulties in Makkah. Then he got his Medina. Then he got what he wanted. So in life, generally, this will happen. You'll have to go through your difficulties to come on. And once that difficulties you go through and you come out successful, then Allah will give you your Jannah. Allah will give you your opulence. Allah will give you your niceties. Allah will give you what you need. But you have to go through the hard effort first. So those people that attended the wars in the time of Mahdi, they will attend the wars in the Mahdi, they will fight Dajjal, they will be escaping from Yajuj and Majuj, then they deserve this era of peace. They will deserve this, these pomegranates which are so big. They will deserve regarding the meat and the chicken and all of that. They will deserve all of the peace. And even so, I'll mention this soon. They will mention how peaceful it will be for many years. And not only that, living with a person and a role model like Isa alayhi salam. Imagine living with him at that time. So this is also something as well. So all of these things is that the moral of this story is that when a person goes through some difficulties, a lot of us go through difficulties, whether it's mentally, whether it's physically, whether it's spiritually. But everyone will go through some sort of difficulties. And those difficulties are hard. You want to give up. You don't want these difficulties hit you anymore. And once these difficulties happen and you get through, you make sabr. I always mention this, what is sabr? Sabr doesn't mean just to wait there and sit down and let everything go past. Sabr is you carry on doing your salah at the time of difficulties. You carry on doing your normal duties and responsibilities as a Muslim, and you don't give up and you say, I'm not going to do salah, I've got difficulties here, I'm going to give up, I'm not going to do my zikr, I'm not going to do anything, I'm just going to go and then find my way of trying to deal with this through drugs, through alcohol, through online, through meeting somebody, through talking to somebody, strangers online, this and that, and I'll go and find my way there and I feel comfortable. Now I'm finding an outlet. But sabr is rather when a person is going through these difficulties, he still holds on to his salah. He still holds, even though he does not want to do his salah, even though they don't want to do their salah, they don't want to do their zikr, but they still do it. And then Allah will say that you've done it in the time of difficulty, I will give you such a time of peace. I will give you such a time of opulence. I will give you such a time which is great. I will give you such a time of peace and contentment that you will never ever see it again. And the sweetness of the iman will come inside of your hearts. The sweetness of faith will come in. The sweetness of the ibadat and worship will come in. And this is what we want. We want the sweetness of iman. We want to really enjoy our deen. We want to enjoy our Islam. We want to enjoy our salah. How much of us are not enjoying our salah? We're doing it out of a burden. But carry on doing it through the burden until the time it hits when you loved and it's sweet for you. Why? Because this is sabr. You do not give up on your salah. You don't give up on your zikr. You don't give up on your Quran. You don't give up on your deen. Because once you don't sell your deen at all. Because once you sell your deen, then Allah has forgotten you. And وَكَذَلِكَ الْيَوْمَ تُنْسَى. So on that day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, you're forgotten. You forgot me in this dunya, I'll forget you in the akhirah. Never ever do that. And it's something to really hold on to and take back, inshallah. So inshallah, we'll finish off there. But alhamdulillah, this is what we're doing every single day at this time. About half an hour before the Maghrib Salah, we'll have these talks, inshallah. So try, and I'm doing it online, so then just go onto the website, the YouTube channel, inshallah, and then follow from there, inshallah. But this is something which is there.
Special program for the everybody English speaker.
Oh yes, so inshallah tomorrow we have a program after Asr as well. Sulaiman Khatani is coming from South Africa, a very well-known speaker, so he'll be here after Asr. That will be on a Saturday. Tomorrow on Sunday, Mawla Shafiq will be coming and doing his program, and on Monday Mawla Khubab will be coming as well. The different scholars coming after Asr. On Saturday, Sunday and Monday we'll have programs, inshallah. Saturday and Monday will be in English, Sunday will be in Urdu, inshallah. Inshallah, so we only got 3-4 minutes left, inshallah. If everyone can make their way to the tent at the back, and then we can break the fast there. So inshallah, if everyone makes their way there, and then we've only about 3-4 minutes left, inshallah. Please try and make your du'as. Don't forget your du'as, inshallah.
Big program tomorrow. We have a very big scholar is coming. Big knowledge.